Positively Muskegon, Andy O'Reilly took the drive out to Holton today. It is time for the Trail of Lights in Holton. Buffy Murphy is here, our guest, and this is let's start back to the trail. How many years for the Trail of Terror now?
This was our 12th year.
12 years you've been at this?
Yes.
It goes. It's I've been a part of almost all of them.
You have,
and
all
it
of
continues to go on and on and on. But it's just hard to believe it's been 12 years that you've been at this.
I know. I'm getting old, Andy.
Nah.
I'm getting too old for this.
Nobody's getting out of it.
Yes.
We're all going in the same direction. So the Trail of Terror. Big hit every year. Kids love to come out. Families love to come out. They get a good spook around Halloween time. But a couple of years ago, you shifted, and you decided that you wanted to take this trail in a little different direction for the holidays. Let's talk about the Trail of Lights.
Yes, it was 3 years ago this year. And actually, all along, people asked us, oh, you should do Christmas. Oh, you should do Christmas. Because a lot of people middle-aged or closer to our age can't do Halloween. They just can't handle it.
Right.
It's too much for them. But they would love to do something Christmas. And all along we kept saying, yeah, someday. But people have no idea the caliber of work that it takes to build one of these monsters. So very thankful for my committed staff and the people that have been part of this over the years, because without them, we're nothing. But the year that we decided to do it, it was more personal, and it was because it was our Christmas present to our son.
Yeah, which you lost in a car accident.
Yes.
And we talked before we came on. It's just one of those things that you can't even begin to describe.
So we needed to surround ourselves with people.
Yep.
We thought, we've seen what a lot of other families in this situation have done, and we were not going to be one of those statistics at the best of our abilities. We were going to try and do something better.
It's a hard thing.
It is. It's tremendous. And we have our son Shawnee, who's still here, and Shawnee really needed some purpose. We needed some purpose. We needed to surround ourselves with people and love and joy. And so the first year, it really was very personal and private, but there was still a lot of people that heard about it. And of course, it was sure come.
Sure.
And then it was, you really need to expand on this and open it up to the public. And this is beautiful. And last year was really neat. We actually had somebody propose here.
Did you really?
Yes,
Very nice.
right down in the tunnel. And, so he had been here the year before. He was one of the few people from the public that had been here, and he said this is very magical, and it's going to become a new tradition for our family.
Nice.
And that they would tell the story that, they go to the Trail of Lights every year. And our goal with it really was one of the things to obviously surround ourselves and keep us busy during the holiday season with love and joy, but also for people to realize that one of the things that we get so caught up in the hustle and bustle of Christmas is, you're shopping and you're going and you're all parties and the this and the that. And the whole thing is you need to stop and you need to really focus on what matters, and you need to take time and realize that it's the family. It's not the stores. It's not the go. It's making time with your family and making a memory with your family.
Sure.
And we wanted people, people say, well, we go to the mall or we go to the parties or we go to the movies. This is something where you're actually engaging with your family. They're not on their iPods or their phones. It's too cold to have them out.
No.
They've got their gloves on.
Plus the signal's questionable here.
And yes, it is. We are definitely out in the country. And, that's part of the neat thing. Go for a ride in the car, and they can sing over the hills and through the woods to the Trail of Lights we go or something.
Yeah, whatever, yep.
But getting here is part of that, and singing the carols and getting excited. And then, when they pull in and they see the big top tent and it's the wondering of what's going on, they see the lights. And we tried to touch base to accommodate like all areas. We want people to reflect and remember, like, oh, when I was little, that was, my favorite.
Yep.
And, but also wanted to be, present with, what's current times. And so there's everything from Bing Crosby beginning to look a lot like Christmas to Charlie Brown to the Beach Boys. It just kind of touches on every aspect. So there's little scenes throughout, just like we do with the Trail of Terror.
Sure.
And each one of those little scenes are kind of themed around a, Christmas thing, and they're just random ones that were voted on. And I guess at this point our goal is, one, get people out here, and we want to give as much as we possibly can, but there still is a tremendous cost in building this as well. So Kids under 5 are free. Adults are $10. It's free parking. It's free cocoa. It's free cookies. It's free pictures with your device with Santa Claus. We also have characters that are out here, and it's free personal visits with all the characters. We have Elsa and Anna from Frozen,
Perfect.
and Olaf.
Nice.
And we also have Winnie the Pooh, and then a lot of Santa's helpers. And the Santa's helpers are the elves, and they will be there to make your cocoa for you, or offer you a cookie, or they're all over the place happy to take pictures for you and your family. They run in shifts throughout because it is really cold in the trail, but the tent's heated, so that's a great thing. And so most people will get here, they get into the tent, they see Santa, the kids get excited, they get a cocoa and cookies, and then they'll head up into the trail at your own leisure. There's no lines like the Trail of Terror. It's go as
Sure.
you want to. And if you want to go through the trail because Santa's got a little bit of a line, then go ahead and go and stop back in after. But the tent is heated, and that's where the cookie stations and cocoa and Santa and that is. And you'll have an opportunity to really have some great pictures taken for your family with your devices, so that you're able to do what you want with them. If you want to make things for a gift
Sure.
or whatever. And we've decided that we will always do only one weekend,
Okay.
and it will always be the closest weekend to Christmas.
Cool.
Prior, basically in the trail, usually parents in the mall, I always reference the mall, but there's this whole Santa land, but the kids can't touch anything. You
Right.
guys be good, don't touch, you'll break. They can run up, they can hug the polar bears, they can get in all the scenes, there's no rules, and parents can relax,
Yeah.
they can take their guard down, let them run in there, sure, absolutely, and there'll be an elf right there going, hey, let me take a picture. We really like to get dads involved. Dads are always like, go right ahead, go. We've seen this, it's like we did this study the first year, and we really want parents to be involved. So when the kids look at the pictures, they see mom and dad both in there, and mom and dad are letting their guard down and having some fun.
Yep.
It's not like at the mall where you go sit on Santa's lap. Mom, dad, and the kids get in there with Santa and get
Yep.
a family shot with them. And, just really remember that it's important to, when you look back, I can't tell you how invaluable our family pictures are now. And I can't tell you how thankful I am that we did take the time to be silly and do silly things and lay on the floor and play, ninjas and whatever with the kids, but take pictures,
Sure.
And this is what we want. We want people to have a storybook of memories, that they have with their kids. And if you can make this a 30-minute, whip in, get into the tent, get through it, or you can make it a 2-hour ordeal.
Sure.
Make it what you want, but you're making a memory. And that's kind of what the goal is spending time together and making a really important family memory.
You're the best interview ever. I don't even have to ask a question. Give us the address.
7582 Crocker Road, same
And
place.
it's only taken me 12 years to figure out how to get here without a GPS.
Yes.
So 7582 Crocker this weekend,
Yes.
Friday and Saturday night. What time?
5 to 9.
5 to 9.
So, and we just, we tell people dress warm.
Yep.
And we've had some people bring wagons.
Sure.
So they bundle the little kids up.
Wouldn't be a
into
bad year for a sled.
A sled would be really cool. They could totally pull the sleds through there.
Sure.
We're obviously, warm clothes, mittens, hats, things like that. And it is a little bit of an adventure getting here. It's
Sure.
out in the country. So, plan for that and
Make a day of it.
bring family and friends,
Perfect.
groups, lots of groups. We
Yeah.
have 8 to 10 people going through there together, and they really we've had great people say great things about it, and it's not there's definitely no commercialization out there.
None whatsoever.
No, it's
Is there a Krampus set yet?
a what?
Krampus?
Don't know that one.
Got to do some research.
Don't know that one.
All the details are right here on Positively Muskegon. Link over to their Facebook page and come on out this weekend for a great time at the Trail of Light. Buffy Murphy, you do great stuff. Thank you for everything.
Thank you. Merry Christmas.